Hey guys, what's going on? It's John. I wanted to give you guys an update on a game that we were working on here at Collector Vision Games. It's a game called City Hunter and the Curse of the Mayans. It's coming out for modern consoles, so we're releasing for the Wii U, Xbox One, PS4, Steam, all the modern consoles. And we've been working on this game for over a year. It's taking great shape. Back in December, I posted a video and showed you a first look at it. This game has changed a lot, so I wanted to show you an update. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the first level in the game. There's going to be a total of 8 different levels, all said and done. So you're going to see the first level. Let me know what you guys think. This is all done in 8-bit with 8-bit graphics and sound. Everything's original. And thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you guys think of it as well. All right, let's take a closer look. So we're all huge fans of classic retro games, of course. So this game is influenced by games like Legend of Zelda, Castlevania, Mega Man, even modern games like Shovel Knight, for example. So you'll see some bits and pieces of those games that are in Curse of the Mayans. The whole premise of the story is you play a city hunter, you're in Central America, you're exploring a ruin, and basically curiosity killed the cat here. So he gets too curious and gets stuck in a Mayan pyramid, which can never be a fun thing. So it's up to you to escape. All the graphics here, all the sprites are done in 8-bit. We actually were initially going to port this game to the NES, which we still do. Now the aspect ratio is different on the NES as it is here. Aspect ratio NES is 14:3. This is 16:9, so it's a little bit different aspect ratio. And so when we do port it to the NES initially, or eventually, the aspect ratio is going to be a little bit different. Here's another, this is a mine. It basically explains what you're doing here. You have to defeat this god called Amuzinkab, which is a bee god that they used to believe in. You'll notice it's kind of dark, and that's intentional, so you have to get these torches. So I'll go and get a torch, and right away it's going to increase the light of the room. And you start with 10 torches. Every time you go to a different room, torch count goes down by 1. There are different blocks you can break away, and these mines are here to kind of help you along the way. There's gems. These pots break away for gems. You get points for killing enemies, and that's important later on because there'll be merchants. So like Legend of Zelda, you can actually purchase items and upgrades throughout the game, which will become important. There are different weapons and various things. Their blue diamonds are key, kind of like Mario. You have to collect these, like kind of like stars. You have to collect these blue diamonds in order to unlock other levels, parts of the pyramid. So it's really important that you explore and you get all those blue diamonds. This is something we just recently added. For the most part, all the sprites, music of course will work for the NES. There's some things that won't. For example, the pixels that you need to kill enemies, they break away, and the fire and all that. That's a little bit different. But here is the main menu screen, the select screen. It shows you your health meter. Right now I'm in green, which is good. You get down to orange, and then there's red, and eventually you die. I have a weapon, which is a whip right now. You can also get a boomerang later on. We may add other weapons later in the game as well. We haven't decided. And I'll do a video later on. I'll show you. It's really interesting how these levels are designed. We use a tile set. So kind of think of games like Super Mario Maker. So we have a tile set of all these different graphics, and then we just put them in place and basically design the level just like you would in Mario Maker, which is really cool. So here is a gate that you have to defeat. I think it takes about 10 hits to kill this guy. There's a pattern, of course. You have to destroy the pattern. All the graphics you see, like the skulls there, those are actually inspired by actual Mayan architecture, which is sweet. That's a checkpoint too, by the way. I just passed down below there. So those are throughout the pyramid that you need to, that are important, because if I die, that's where I would start. The keys are really important. So there's different colored keys. So there's like purple keys and green keys and red keys, and those are really important because there's gates that you need those keys for. So again, this is kind of an adventure, kind of exploring. There's some puzzle elements to it as well. There's a scorpion I just killed. There's gold scorpions later on that they'll start freaking out basically. And we get that inspired by, if you played the original Mario Brothers, those crabs, when you hit once, they kind of freak out. That's kind of what we were inspired by when we added the golden scorpions, and you'll see those later on. But this is the black scorpion. The black scorpions only take 1 hit. This is a potion or elixir, and this is important health. And you'll see I can use it when I go down. So right now I'm in danger. You can see I'm kind of sad or, you know, beat up. And if I use it, go by 1 now, I'm kind of sweating still. I'm still not 100%, so now I'm in the orange. So I'm a little bit better. You gotta watch out for these bats, because if you get too close to these bats, they will start attacking you. Part of this temple, it kind of reminds me of like Bowser's Castle a little bit. You know, and there's definitely parts of the temples later on stages that kind of remind me a lot of that, actually. Again, a lot of inspiration. And there's some more diamonds. The scorpions will fall through the ladder as well, so you have to be careful. There's other weapons. Another weapon you get later on is a bomb, and that's really important to unlock various unbreak different bricks and explore. Basically explore. There's another blue diamond. If I go to the menu screen, I can see how many diamonds I have. Here's a saving. So my first kind of, the second gate, basically, that's a good, get another elixir. Pineapples are health. Unfortunately, unlike elixirs, you can't save pineapples. Elixirs you can, and you'll be able to buy elixirs later on in the game from merchants, which is important. So this is kind of a new character we just recently added, and you'll start seeing his eyes are going to start flashing, and they'll throw some fire at you. And it doesn't matter how many health you have. If you get hit by that fire, you die. You lose it all. So you have to be careful, because fire is automatic will kill you. Now those fireballs when you hit will be okay, as I just did there, but it's the firewall that will kill you. There we are, and now he's basically going to say I can drop down. The graphics of this game and the character City Hunter is created by Keith Erickson, super talented guy. He's part of our team and awesome guy. Music is Brian DeLuca, as well as Benjamin Allen. They both worked on the music, all done in 8-bit. The level design is Jeff Dupuy, and as well as Russ Kumro, he's also the programmer of this. He's working on Unity, so Russ is doing a fantastic job working on this game for us. And we have Toby, who's part of the production side. Myself, I'm helping with the testing, as well as some of the ideas of the game, and I'm kind of dabbling myself a little bit into the level design as well. It's taking some time though, because I'm kind of noob at level design. So you'll notice there's a piranha there on the right. That's actually something new that we just recently added, and those actually come and attack you. So it just gets kind of challenging. A lot going on here. Underwater, he jumps a little bit higher than you would. So kind of like Sonic the Hedgehog, he can basically hold his breath underwater. I'm in the red, so I'm hurting. So I'll go and use health, and now I'm back to orange. I've got 2 bombs. I'm going to try to select a bomb here. These hornets will come after you if you get too close. You gotta be careful. These all break away, and it's important because you get to basically unlock a key or get the green key, which is important. So you definitely have to kind of explore a little bit everywhere and make sure you got all the items. This game is very, very challenging though. I'll go and equip a bomb. Boom. Do you guys know what that game's from? Super Mario Brothers 2. So we got that from, that kind of the boom effect. Pretty cool. Okay, so to left here, I think is just the guys going to tell you basically some stuff. So I'll go and skip that. If you fall in the fire, you automatically die. As I just did there. As I just demonstrated. I gotta do all this over again. So there's gonna be different gods. So rather than bosses, they're all gods fights. So there's a bee god, there'll be a corn god as well, and the Mayans had hundreds, if not thousands, of different gods they believed in. So really, the The possibilities are endless as far as who would we decide to do. And we did a lot of research on the Mayan culture, which I'm personally fascinated by. I love the Mayan culture and the architecture and stuff like that. So, fortunately, I still have my bombs. Gotta be careful because if you get too close, you can get hurt by that. The pot's shaking to indicate there's something important in there. This isn't the only City Hunter game that we're working on, though. We have City Hunter and the Sacred Tribes, which is coming out for actually the Intellivision of all systems, which is kind of neat. And we have Shrines of Peril, which is also for the Intellivision. We have Caverns of Death. That game is coming out for... Oh, and the Sacred Tribes, I should also mention, we have that. We hope to port that to the original Game Boy as well as the Intellivision. We have Caverns of Death, which is coming out for... right now we're working on it for Super Nintendo, Dreamcast, TurboGrafx 16, HuCard and CD, and Genesis. But we plan on hopefully port it to modern consoles as well someday. There's some of those things break away, so it gets kind of challenging. This game will be coming out later this year. We are planning on hopefully a July release would be ideal, is what we're hoping to get. But there's still a lot of beta testing we got to get done. Make sure all that's working. We greenlight it on Steam, so we really appreciate you guys' support in helping us greenlight it. There's that gold scorpion I was talking about earlier. Watch out for these hornets here. This is kind of a tough part. So yeah, we do have... Oh, we just died. But yeah, we do have City Hunter for various other consoles too, as I mentioned before. Once you get the boomerang, it makes things a lot easier because the boomerang will basically use it for a long weapon attack. And you can get them by defeating various gods. So every time you defeat a god, you get a certain special item. You can go down here. I gotta get that diamond. That's important. If you don't get enough diamonds to unlock the certain stages, you gotta go back and get them. Oh, Scorpion's freaking out. We gotta work on that. A little bug there. More ways than one, of course, right? I do have a purple key, fortunately, so I can go and unlock the purple gate. These yellow diamonds are limited as well, to give you extra points. This quicksand's a new thing that we just recently added too, so if you go underneath too far, you die, so you gotta be careful. And the red key is important because you need that to progress in this stage. A lot of subtle things we've added, like the sprites when you or the graphics there, the pixels when you fall into the sand and the water. We've added those, and little subtle things that we've added in the game over time. This is actually the 44th build of the game, to give you an idea how many builds we've worked on over a year or so. And the game just evolved, so this is just a lot different than what I previously showed you as well back in December. Oh, got hit. Go and use my health item now. Those darts we probably added a couple months ago. I think those are fairly new as well. Oh, here's a red elixir, so let's get a King's Up for health. And this is the first god, this is Musenkab. And the boss battle is very similar to games like Mega Man, I suppose. You know, and yeah, so the sprite we were influenced from this one is from Quick Man from Mega Man, the gameplay anyway. But he'll summon hornets and bees. You'll see here in a second. There you are. He does get tough. I make it look kind of easy because I'm used to beating him, but it does get challenging. So now I get warped into kind of a counter room. Kind of games like Shadow of the Colossus, where you'll see a statue and it will start to crumble. So it kind of represents of how your progression room, so to speak. So you can see how many diamonds I need to unlock each particular level. This is one screen. So I have 11 blue diamonds, so I need one more to unlock the next level. And also you can access outside, you can walk outside the temple as well, which kind of reminds me of like DuckTales a little bit as far as graphics go, but love the music in this as well, in this particular stage by Ben. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and you guys want to stay in touch, you can follow us on Facebook at CollectorVision, and also we are working on our website, so CollectorVision.com. We have other games available on there as well, in case you guys are interested. We'll see you guys soon. Take care, and game on.